Morning peeps, what is happening? We ain't got nothing planned today. We did have something, but it got left too late and the price was way too expensive, so we didn't end up doing it. So we don't really know what we're gonna do today. So the best thing we can come up with this late notice is to go and get some food and then show you around Bel Air and show you what probably the nicest part of Manila looks like. It's like the business district. So we'll take you out, do a little bit of videoing, show you what this part of Manila looks like, and then go from there, see what happens.
Does that look good? Does it taste as good as what it looks?
It does. This is my favourite thing in the world. This is chicken adobo. It's like Filipino food. And for a rice, a pork curry, a chicken and sauce, and a big plate of noodles is 190 peso, which is nothing. Especially when we've been paying like 300 each in the like restaurants. So I think it's safe to say we have been missing out because we've been going to 7-Eleven for our dinners. We came back to our room because it got way too humid in that little tent thing. All that food that we just ate, well I say all that, it wasn't really that much, but all that food that was there, that's the kind of stuff that you want to look for when you're in the Philippines. I think everyone kind of gets a little bit intimidated and doesn't really realise that the best food is in the eateries. I've heard of a lot of people that have gone to the Philippines and said, oh, the food wasn't all that, but that's because you're eating in the restaurants and you're not supposed to. You're not on holiday, you know, you're travelling. Okay?
Tell him again.
So, you'll go past little stalls, and I'll be honest, sometimes they do look a little bit dirty, but they're not. You can go in and it's where the locals eat, and it's just little tables, little plastic stools, and there'll be just trays of pre-made food, and you just go in and you say, I'll have a bit of that, a bit of that, and a bit of that. And the absolute joy on their face that you've chosen to firstly eat their food, and secondly just go in and with no worries about the fact that you're the only Western person in there. They absolutely love it, and it costs you nothing, but it is literally the best food that you will find while you're in this country. Trust us. We know, because he doesn't stop eating, as you know. So, eateries is the way forward, and when you're in Makati, it's a little bit more difficult to find them, especially when you're in Bel Air, because it's just restaurants, and apparently we found out yesterday that this is like the red district, so this is where it all happens. So you spend a little bit more money when you are in this part of Makati and when you're on this part of the Philippines. However, we did just find that little tent area, and that's where everybody screams their lungs out, which they call singing, all night until stupid o'clock in the morning, and then all of the food is cooked fresh down there, as you've seen with the little pork joint on its little spit roast. So head down and have a look around the areas that you're staying in to find the best food in the Philippines in the eateries, okay?
Where are we off to on such a late night?
So it's basically bedtime. I'm only joking, it's not. It is 8:30. And last year when we got here, I don't know if you guys remember, but we had an absolute nightmare when we first arrived in the Philippines, and we stayed in a place called Santa Mesa, which is in Manila, and it is literally the worst idea ever. We didn't know where was good to stay, we didn't know where you were supposed to stay. So as tourists, we booked like the worst place, and it was like...
No, you booked the worst place.
It was like the Bronx of Manila. So we ended up in Santa Mesa, and there was one day when we got followed. We went to the shop and we were terrified. We, not just I, we were like...
No, I wasn't worried.
Yes, he was, because we was walking down the street and I noticed someone was behind us, and I was like, do I say nothing or he's going to think I'm paranoid? I went, we're being followed, you know, and he went, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He was worried.
No.
So anyway, we found this, I was like, I need to find someone from Manila and ask them if we're safe here. And I went online and I found a blog from a guy who lives in Manila, and I sent him a message basically saying like, I know you're from Manila and I don't mean to offend you, but are we safe? Are we gonna die in Santa Teresa? Anyway, long story short, he helped us make a route for our trip in the Philippines last year, and we're going out for dinner with him tonight to thank him, so he should be here.
You didn't press the button again?
Yeah, I did.
Again.
Maybe I pressed 9.
We good? Yeah. Alright. So I've been eating a green rice cake with my man Kai.
Hi! Welcome to the vlog.
This is puto. In Filipino, we call it puto.
Puto.
Yes.
It is rather nice. It tastes like a sponge cake from back home. Basically what it is, a sponge cake. Really nice. But Kai is the reason why and where we went to the places that we did in the Philippines. We thought we was gonna die in Santa Mesa. Kai sorted us right out and went, don't worry, just don't go out after dark and you'll be fine. So we made it out alive because of Kai.
And now we're here to have dinner.
And now we come back to say hello and thank him and have dinner and eat these nice rice cakes.
Get you in a car. What do you think of your food?
That was really nice. It was so nice I didn't even get to show you guys. But take my word for it, wicked. And now we're going to go to a rooftop bar. Rooftop bar? It's a bar, isn't it? Yeah. And have a look, overlook the whole of the city. So let's go and have a little look, see what it looks like, shall we?
What do you reckon?
I love this place.
Crazy, right?
We did like literally next door. We didn't even know it existed. So, top tip: don't come traveling with us because you won't see anything.
You want to come traveling with this guy right here because he has all the places.
Cheers.
Oh, I wasn't even in focus.
So we're just out here on the 38th floor, I think, something like that, overlooking the whole of Manila. We had like really bad experiences with Manila before, but now it's starting to change. Manila's actually really nice, believe it or not. Like the view from over there is amazing. Like you can just see for miles. I love it. Show them. Show them what it looks like.
You look really happy right now.
Do you know what? I was moaning Myrtle before. He was doing my head in. I was
I know you're not talking about me.
I am.
Better not be.
He was doing my head in.
Pretty aggressive.
I was hungry.
Oh, yeah.
I was starving. But I was like, we're waiting for Kai, we're waiting for Kai. And I had a pot noodle. I was like, we're waiting for Kai. And we said earlier that me and Kai have been speaking for about a year now because he helped us out a lot last year when we thought we were going to die in the Philippines. But he's completely done a 360 in our opinion of Manila. We hated Manila. We were like anti-Manila. Don't stay in Manila when you get there. Just don't do it. But we've learned a lot about the city tonight. There's a lot of different cities right beside each other, so Manila, as the country as a whole, is trying to create Manila to be a lot of different cities within the same area. And we're staying in Makati, so there's a lot of different business districts or financial districts, whatever you want to call them. And we just went to a rooftop bar, as you've just seen. We went for dinner in a Filipino restaurant. The food was amazing. We got a really, really, really good night. And if you want to check out Kai's vlogs, he actually does write vlogs. And we're going to link him down below. The name of his blog is Travelozio. And he travels all over the Philippines and all over Southeast Asia and writes about it. So he's been really successful with his blogs, and what a top guy. So thank you very much, Kai, for your tour guide experience. It was a great night. So we're gonna call it a night here because we've got to be up really early in the morning to catch another flight to Siargao. So we're gonna love you and leave you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like what you're seeing today, then give us a little thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you're not, then welcome back, and we'll see you tomorrow in Siargao.
Peace.